What's the future of filmmaking and film distribution 5, 10, 15 years from now?
Oh, I don't know, about 5 minutes from now. I really don't know. I feel like it's two separate paths right now. The $1 million to $30 million movie is gone. Auteurs who are maybe getting final cut in that price range no longer are getting any final cut or anything like that. So it's either turned into the $200 million tentpole blockbuster, of which, that's just going to keep going. They're just going to keep rebooting the same stories and keep putting those out every summer. Or doing what we do, which is very low budget, under $500,000 movies, even down to the micro budget world. And I think it's just going to be a matter of people kind of operating in that range. Can you start to actually build your own audience that follows your own career and your own work? I think film festivals are dead in a sense of there is no premiering your movie at Sundance and becoming Robert Rodriguez or Tarantino anymore. I think that ship sailed long ago. Film festivals are not about discovery anymore. They're about getting stars and people and out to their festivals. And so our path is just, we're just carving out our own thing, and we hope that between Ink and now this and our short films and Jamin's first feature, 1159, that now kind of shows a body of work, and we're not stopping. And if the snowball keeps rolling down the hill, that will accumulate enough stuff with us.
And we talk a lot about authenticity, and I think that's really the future. I mean, I think to your point, I think that, the tentpole films are going to continue, and there's going to be bigger and bigger films and fewer of them. But I think what is happening and what will continue to happen over the next 5 years is that there's going to be more niche audiences, so that if there's going to be filmmakers making smaller films like what we're doing, and even smaller. There's some great films that are being made for $5,000-$10,000, but they're much more niche oriented, and they're finding their audiences because they are so niche. And I guess I feel like that's the future, is that there's going to be more voices, which I do think is a good thing, and there's going to be a lot more freedom because there's not so much money going into them. But then, to the point of your first question, the way in which to survive and how to support yourself while doing that's the tricky thing. But I think there's definitely going to be an audience for all kinds of indie films. Just how to monetize that in a way that people can survive is the really tricky part. And but I think I think what we know is that we don't know. I think what we know is that the industry is changing rapidly, and that the future is still being defined every day. And just because it seems like, it doesn't feel like there's a really good way to monetize it now, doesn't necessarily mean there's not going to be. And I think that could change overnight. And I guess I feel like it will, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm wrong. It's on tape now, so.
Yeah. Well, and then the goal from there is, I do think that something will happen. Everybody gets so doomsday, the sky is falling, everything is burning to the ground. And I think it's been a rough couple of years. There's no question that we're getting off of the old system. Nobody's quite figured out the new system yet, and nobody knows what that is. It'll happen. I guess in that trough period, I hope that we're doing a smart thing by just continuing to keep full integrity of what we're doing and making exactly the movies we want to make, and hoping that people find the authenticity in that, and they find that Jamin's a director that they want to follow, and that we are the snowball rolling down the hill, so that when that thing gets figured out, we're gonna be okay.